Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. I'm Lady Nika in with highlights of what I seen last night on Black Ink Crew. I don't feel like going through all of it because I just don't, and it ain't that much to talk about. So I'm just going to touch on the highlights of it. One thing I do have to say is, when we review these shows, we call it like we see it, okay? It's not necessarily because we don't know everything. We not privy to the inside information that some of y'all, the people that are involved may know. So we only go by what what y'all give us during these episodes. And I have to say, overall, for this show, I really, really love me some Black Ink Crew. I do. I love me some Black Ink Crew Chicago. I love it for several reasons, not just because of Van. I love it because on this show, for one, it's actually showing you tattoo artists in their element. It's showing you that these guys and the lady is serious about what they do. It's not all about shits and giggles and sitting around doing nothing. On every episode they show us a product of their work, and that's something that is sorely missed on the New York installation. However, it does give you the same amount of drama. The drama ain't just so ratchet, but it's ratchet. It is, y'all. But last night episode, what I saw that stood out to me the most was I liked when my boo-boo came and he talked to Ryan about blowing up like he did, the week before. And I think that Ryan gets so upset because Ryan has abandonment issues. It stems from back to, from what he said and what we saw. It probably stems back to when he was a child and his parents divorced and things. And then he lost his sister. So I think that the way he's acting with everybody now has a whole lot to do with the fact that he hasn't grieved, for one thing. It's clear that he has not grieved the loss of his sister. And I think that with everything going on in his life right now, with the kids about to move out to LA possibly and be with Rachel, as she try to get her, I think is it called Paranova? Her nail polish, whatever, y'all know what I'm trying to say. Shit, she do stuff. She ain't just, she ain't no Duchess. This bitch on something. But yeah, I think that, with the idea of that, possibly being, something that he has to look forward to, and then with 4 possibly leaving the flock if his music career, which we're gonna get into that, takes off. And then Van, he may leave, which is not by his own, it's not by his own desire. It's that he may be caught up in this court case where it's going to require him to go do at least 18 months in jail, which I sure hope that that's not the case. Because, child, I'm telling y'all think I'm lying. If that man go to jail, I'm gonna be searching, honey. I'm gonna be searching, trying to find out some contact information, because I might have to write that brother a couple of letters and put something on the books. We gotta make sure he's straight. I'm that type of woman. I hold a nigga down sometimes. I ain't too much into building a nigga, but I hold you down. But I think that has a lot to do with how he acts, because last night, now Kat done told these people 7 months prior about this convention in New York for tattoo artists. Nobody wanted to go. So now it comes time for her to get ready to go. And he got an attitude saying that, she's not representing 9 Mag, and he didn't really want to go to the event because it doesn't usually cater to black tattoo artists. And my thing is this: you have a show that's on TV now. Now, I'm sure 7 months ago you knew that this show was going to come on TV. Why didn't you go? I would have gone to show that, it's not all about what the white boys or the Mexican boys can do. Black tattoo artists are, they got their own style, and they have their own place in this world of tattooing or whatever, but everybody decided they wasn't going to go. She done made her arrangements and paid her money, and they still could have went. Even though they wasn't participating, you could have gone as a support system for her. But Ryan is so upset thinking that she trying to leave him. Child, look, y'all may be family, and that's a beautiful thing to see that, you know, y'all are close like that. But at the same time, you got to understand, it's just like with kids. When your children grow up, they leave the nest, and we as parents have to be accepting of that, because they got to have their own life and their own space to grow and do what they have to do. And I think that's what he's not hearing. Even his mother told him that maybe he needs to go talk to somebody, and I really think that he does. I think that if he goes speak with someone, he'll understand that nobody's trying to leave him, because even if they branch off and do their own thing, which in time they're not going to stay with you forever. At some point in time, they are going to want to branch off into their own, you know, maybe do their own, have their own shops and, you know, do their own thing. And nobody's going to forget you, because you were the beginning of it all for most of them. I think that it's because he does feel like somebody gonna leave him. Them abandonment issues is why he carrying out like he doing on here. Now, you making me side-eye you, baby. I love you and everything. You know, you ain't my favorite, but I love you nevertheless. And I really hate that you going through this. And I hope that throughout this season we see that you begin to understand that the people that you got a tight family with the 9 Mad crew. Okay, I don't see nobody trying to leave you. I see people just moving on and doing things that, you know, will help them better themselves in their career. Just like you created the shop for them, they gotta go out and do their own thing, because 9 Mag will always belong to you essentially. What about if Cat wants to do something? What about if Ford decides he wants to do something, which, you know, he wants to do the music thing? Which later on we saw in the episode, he sat down and talked with an Epic Records, I guess, executive or somebody in A&R, and they basically was telling him, you know, he still got to work on his craft. So he's not going to be leaving you, honey. He's all over the place with his music. And to a music exec, I can imagine that they want you to kind of, you know, identify with a lane and stay in it. Okay, he wants to do a little bit of everything. I don't think he's gonna be able to do a little bit of everything until he actually, you know, he has to first become known. Most times you see artists doing, you know, flipping over, doing different type of music, that's after they have established themselves, and he hasn't established himself yet. So once he establishes himself, I'm sure he'll be able to, you know, switch over and do all kinds of different types of music that he want to do. Okay, so he won't be leaving you for certain. Like I said, I don't know what the situation is with Van. I mean, we all hoping and praying he don't have to go do jail time. But if he does, honey, just know one thing. I'll be waiting, honey. I will be waiting. Me, Bree, and whoever else in your life, we will be waiting, honey, for you to return. And I hope that, you know, it's as light as possible if he does have to leave. And that, you know, when he returns, he can, you know, get back in the flow of things. I feel like his, you know, the way he feels about his child is enough for him to get out and do better. You know, I'm sure he was trying to do better, but things do happen sometimes. Sometimes they get caught up. Shit, you know, I know how it is, child. I done got caught up a couple, 2-3 times my damn self. But I'm wishing the best for him. Now, last thing I want to talk about, because this is going to be brief. Now, Cat girl, why don't you just go and get a man? You should have just been gave that man that twat. You sending him all these mixed signals. He don't know how to take that shit. Then y'all hook up and you all nervous and stuff. Girl, you ain't got to be nervous. That man already wants you. And if that's what you want to do, sometimes the best way to get over one man is up under a hood. Trust me, I know. So, you know, we did see them making out, and I'm sure she probably gave up the, you know, the wet. And maybe that's good for you, girl. That might be the best thing for you, because obviously that dude that you was with in the past is not what's best for you. But we gonna see. We gonna see. Now, Ford don't be treating her like she no piece of hoe cake, cause she ain't no piece of hoe cake. She just a piece of confused cake. But she ain't no hoe cake, child. No. But those were just the highlights of what I saw on last night, Blakey and Crew. It didn't give me a whole lot, so I ain't got a whole lot to give y'all. And shit, I'll be back next week with another episode of Black Ink Crew Chicago. I don't know. I know it's season 1. I think it's episode 4 or 5. I don't know. It'll be down in them panel sections down there below, y'all. In the meantime, in between time, please like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys back on the next video. Peace.